Hello, dear friends, and happy Wednesday. I hope you are having a phenomenal day. I want to let you know that Kelly is going to be coming on to be getting coached later, but I know her poor son is sick, which is unfortunate. But I wanted to give you, while we're waiting for her to come on, she's going to be coming on around 11:30. If you want to get coached in the meantime, if you want to jump on, all you do is you click request to get coached live, and you can say like request to join video, I think it says, and I can have you join and I can coach you. So that is what we are looking for right now. But in the meantime, I figured for the next 20 minutes, I could talk to you about this next level of the mastermind and what's coming. It kind of snuck up on me last night. I was realizing how soon this launch is, and I am actually opening up the group starting next week. Now, this group is going to be really a little bit different than this past mastermind in a couple of ways. And I figured, what better way to use our 20 minutes before Kelly joins ish before other than to explain what this group is going to be like. So, when I created Six Figure Systems, it was initially for all entrepreneurs. I was thinking it would be great for people who have products, people who have brick and mortars and things like that. And then I realized that as a person who has created an online business and as a person who has created a business that is a coaching business, those are the people who I can most likely help the most. So this program is designed for online coaches, but this could be literally anyone who has an online business where you are bringing people in with consults. And if you are looking for a community and for systems to support that business, this is the group for you. And I wanted to show you, for me, I love to, like, a lot of times I just hear someone's vibe and I'm like, when I'm like wanting to coach with them and I'm like, oh, this is a really good person that I would love to work with. I really like the way that they like speak about things, and I love the way that I feel when I'm hearing them speak about things, and that's a choice to invest. But a lot of times I also would love to like see the things that I'm going to be getting with the coaching. And that is what I would like to show you today. If you're like, okay, I have gotten to know Megan, I know a little bit about who she is and what she does. And I just would love to see what I would be getting if I joined Six Figure Systems. That is what I'm going to be doing for the next like 20-ish minutes. So when you join Six Figure Systems, and also, I want to give you a heads up for this next round within the differences. It's going to be 6 full months of coaching. So you are going to be with me for the next 6 months of the year. And instead of looking back at your business, being like, okay, things were pretty much the same. I grew. Maybe I figured out a couple things. I want this to be a pivotal turning point for you. We are going to be starting at the very end of the first quarter. That means you get me for all the second quarter and all of the third quarter, which can completely change the trajectory of your 2023. Like, I'm talking making thousands and thousands of dollars and helping so many people. And you're going to hear, I have Amber coming on to do her testimonial this week, and she is going to be talking all about how she, when she invested, it was 500 a month and still 500 a month. And she's actually made $10,000 in the past. It's only been 3 months. Yeah, she's made $10,000 in the past 3 months, and she's gone to having, she went from having one client and now she has six. So it's kind of crazy. And I just want you to think about like how working with me for 6 months, getting all of those systems, getting everything ready, how much that could change things for you in your business. And if you're just joining, Brittany, I see you on here. And the person who I was going to coach actually isn't able to join. Her son is sick until 11:20 or 11:30. So if you want to get coaching beforehand, feel free to. I would love to coach you. But in the meantime, it says like join video live at the bottom, and I'll show you what coaching would be like. But in the meantime, I'm showing people what it would be like to coach with me in the mastermind. So the mastermind is, you can sign up for the mastermind only for the month of March. So it's going to go from the 1st to the 31st. And then the group starts April 4th, which is kind of cool because like 4-4. But what we're going to be doing is within those next 6 months, for the first little bit, what I like to have people do is I like to have them apply what I call the 6-figure essentials. These are the 6 things that I know will help you make money right away. They'll help you bringing in clients and just like the basics of running the back end of your business. And I'll show you what those look like. And then the next 2 months of the program ish, you're going to be applying them and tweaking them. And there's a saying that we had in teaching where you would adapt things exactly to your business. So there are things that you would adopt to your business. You'd be like, okay, I love the way that Megan does her marketing calendar. I'm absolutely going to do my marketing calendar just like that. And so you're going to adopt some of those things that you think work really well for your business right away. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to adapt things. So let's say you really like the way that part of the way that I teach you how to do consults. You're like, okay, I like that, but I want to add something here, or I want to take this out, or I want to move this around. So I will give you the exact way to do a consult. And if you want to change that, then you can adapt it to fit your business's needs. And then the last thing that you do is you can abandon. So I also teach people how to do webinars and things like that. And for me, teaching comes very naturally to me. I was a teacher for 6 years and I love to teach. And I think it's an awesome opportunity to present yourself as an expert in a community of people who would already probably want your business and your coaching. But you might be like, yeah, webinars are not my thing. I tried a webinar. It wasn't really like I wasn't feeling it. So you can abandon it or like just like leave it out and be like, nope, I'm not going to do webinars in my business. Totally fine. But when I was first starting out, I had no idea how to run a business. Like I literally had no clue what to do for marketing. I had no idea that you could make a content calendar. I had no idea how to make my schedule. Like no clue. I had no idea how to do a consult. And these are the things that I did that have worked the absolute best for me verbatim, that I know all of my clients have applied these things and they work for everybody. So that's what I wanted to give you with the 6-figure essentials. And then I also offer additional systems. So those are things like how to do financial projections, how to keep track of the long-term plan and the vision that you have for your business for the next year, 5 years, 10 years down the road. I also teach you how to shift your mindset really quickly. So we'll talk about how to create a mindset that supports you in your business. And I also teach you how to set goals and how you can track that every single week. So those are like additional systems that I'm like, this would be really good if you had this, but you don't need it to be successful. Like, honestly, you don't need any of these, but like, they're just gonna make your business a whole lot easier. And then the last thing is having there were just some other random things that I was like, okay, this would just be really helpful for people to know about in their businesses. So when I first started my business, I have learned a lot about accounting and how important it is to have an accountant, how to do finances, how to do QuickBooks. I'm going to add one about Acuity, how to make a website. These are things that you absolutely do not need in your business. Like, you do not need a website to run your business. But if you want to make a website, I had my website designer who I paid $2,000 come in and do a training for my people. So if you wanted to make a website, you will get that from my coaching program, like already just in there. If you don't know how to do QuickBooks or need an accountant, I offer you my accountant and I show you exactly how we did mine. If you don't know how to do just like a managing system for like your finances and for your calendaring and things like that, I'm going to give you Acuity. So it's just like literally a catch-all for everything that I was looking for in business just to make my business work. So that is kind of what we have done here. And I'll show you what it would look like if you would pay it. I'm going to have two options. So if you pay in full, I'm going to give you all the systems right away. And it's just going to be in there. But if you do a payment plan, which would be $500 a month, if you pay in full $3K for the whole program, then you get the whole thing. If you do $500 a month, it's still $3,000, and you would just get one system a week, and we would be talking about it. So here is what it looks like. So this is the Google Classroom, and it holds all of the modules that you would be seeing for your business. So we've got the setup systems, and then here are the six-figure essentials. So I've got managing system. This teaches you how to manage the back end of your business and teaches you how to connect with people. I have found that that is the fastest way for people to grow, and it is something that you can implement literally right away, and that's why it's like the first thing that's on here. The next thing is I have your delivery system. I actually teach you how to make a signature program in my group. So I will show you exactly how to make a program, even if you're a general coach, even if you're just getting started, how you can stand out in the industry based on the things that you have experienced in your business and learn how to create that for you and your people. So we're going to talk about how to create a signature process. You're going to have a signature result that you're like talking with people about. It isn't necessarily guaranteed, but you know that people are going to walk away from your program with it, which is great. We're also going to talk about how to do testimonials. So I give you my testimonial template. I teach you how to get feedback from your clients. I also show you how to get a weekly tracker so that you know that your clients are getting the exact results that you want them to. I also include my coaching contract. You do not need a contract. You do not need to hire a lawyer or anything like that if you want. And that's an awesome way that you can do it. I also teach you exactly how to do a webinar. I give you every single way to break down your concepts, every single email, every single evaluation, and like literally every single email, every single word that you have for an email, I give you. Like I wanted this to be like the easiest business you could possibly imagine. Then I also talk you through how to make a marketing calendar. I teach you what cold, warm, and hot leads are. I talk to you about how to do copy. I help you to make reels and Canva and all those wonderful things. So all that is in here. Then I also teach you how to calendar. I teach you how to do Monday, hour one, a weekly evaluation, and a 24-hour audit to help you. And then there are selling systems. So I teach you what to do before a consult, I teach you what to do on a consult, and I give you the exact emails to write, whether a person says no, follow up with them, or they're a yes. And I give you exactly what to say. And then how to onboard a client, like exactly how to onboard them. It's all in here. And then also how to create all the tracking progress and all those fun things, along with all the projections and long-term plan and visioning. So I am super excited to have you guys do that. If that sounds like something that would be fun for you, I would love to have you. Um, and I think Katie might be coming on to get coached, so that would be super fun. On your Katie, if you're on, you have to join your phone on your phone, which is kind of funky, but hopefully that will be helpful. But I would just love to have you guys in that group. I think it would just be so helpful for you. It's everything that I've been looking for when I first started my business, and I think it could be really helpful for you guys as well. So that is my spiel about joining. Join on the Facebook group. I'm just messaging her. Tagged you in it. So does anyone have any questions about that? Anything at all? Also about how to do QuickBooks or finance, all those fun things. Like those are the things that are coming up in the group. Again, if you join and pay in full, 3K, then you get the whole shebang. You get the whole experience. And then if you pay monthly, then I'll have a separate Google Classroom, and that's where we're going to have all of you're going to get all of the fun updates for that. So I love this, and I'm super excited for you. And I think that Katie is trying to join right now. So if you want to join, Katie, it says at the bottom, if you're joining on your phone, it should say like bring on video, and it doesn't say that I can do that. You might need to update your app really quick. So that might be a fun little thing to do. Because if it doesn't say like ask to join video, you might just need to update your Facebook app, which is annoying, but we're good to wait. So that is Six Figure Systems. The interest webinar, if you want to sign up for that, you can sign up using the link that's in my bio. It'll take you to this lovely page, and you can either come live, you can watch the replay, either or. And I'm going to show you what you would be able to get with the group. It's 2 hours of weekly coaching. Last thing before I bring Katie on is that it's going to be 10 to 12 Eastern. So if you need to move around some coaching calls, if you need to make plans or blocks in your schedule, that's what time we'll be meeting. So that is all. I am super excited for you guys, and I'm going to bring on Katie to get some coaching today. And then Kelly will hopefully be joining later.
Hi.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Did this work?
You? Yes, it did.
Hello.
Look at that. Welcome
I'm good.
to your first Facebook Live.
Yeah. That's so funny. It worked.
It worked. And you can, so I would highly recommend that if anyone has a coaching business, do this in your coaching group, because you can also use, I think one of the things about coaching that's like so confusing is like, what do you even do with coaching? Like what do you even do when you're, like what is coaching? And that's the thing that's holding people back from like working with you. And so I'm including clips of like the, lives that I've done and my marketing. So people are like, oh, what is coaching? Here is coaching.
I love that.
Katie, I would love to hear what you want some coaching on today and how I can help you.
That's such a good question. I think that what we were just talking about with regards to like calling in the right people and clarity around that, and like making sure you're speaking to the right people, and the confidence to know that they're there waiting for you and looking for you. Is something we were talking about.
And one of the things that I like to think about is that this is something that actually I learned from Stacy when she was talking about offers. And she said, there's no right offer. There's just the offer you choose to make right. And I was thinking about like why I'm bringing the best people into my group right now. Like for this next group, I was like, why are these like the best people I could possibly work with? And I was thinking about while I was doing thought work today, and I realized that like the best people are only the best people, the right people, because they have a culmination of thoughts that make them perform the best, if that makes sense. So it's like they have, when you're thinking about like people, for me, people in my group, I want people who are go-getters. I want people who are ready to like take it and implement it. I want people who are ready to reach out if they're getting overwhelmed and getting coaching for that. I want people who are getting support when they need it, but also like self-sufficient. So it's like, if I think about the right person is, it's not necessarily a person, it's more of a system of thoughts that they have that make them the right person, right?
Yeah, I think that's what's so challenging about it is like when you're first building your online profile and your online platform, like you don't know who's actually in your audience. So the idea of like intentionally calling in your people, like it's so much easier, or my brain says it's so much easier when you're further along and the people are all right there. But in the beginning, I don't know if these are the people I'm calling in or not.
what if you use that thought, the people are all right there? And the only thing that's keeping you from thinking that the people are right there, what would the right person, what like would the right person be?
For me.
Hmm?
They'd be someone who just like gets it, who like just knows that what they want to do is reclaim wholeness, and that doesn't confuse them when I say that term. They're like, yes, that's what I need confidence, I need fulfillment, I need to feel authentically self-expressed again.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't even need to know the how, which we know I have spades, the how.
Yeah.
But I just want to feel like myself again. I just want to feel whole again.
Mm-hmm.
They just know that that's their light is so dim right now, and they want it to be bright again. And they know that healing is about so much more than the physical body.
So, and those of you that don't know, Katie is a life coach who specializes in healing. And when you are thinking about that, I'm just going onto your Instagram page right now, and I'm looking at every single one of your followers, every single one. And I know that you specifically like work with women, and I want you to know that every single one of them get it right now. Not that they are learning to get it. I gave this to actually Allison McLean. She's working with me too. And so we all know each other from another mastermind that we were in. But I was talking with her, and I was like, a lot of people work on this idea of the middle model. So instead of being like, I'm trying to find someone who gets it, I will eventually find someone who gets it, I'm working to create it, I was like, what if they all just get it right now? Like, I was, instead of thinking like I'm working to be a good friend, I'm like, I am a good friend. You know, it's like they all know what reclaiming wholeness feels like to them. Like the first person that popped up on your page, Dana, Suzanne, Claire, Kirsty, Katie.
They're
Kate,
all
different
people
Katies.
we know together.
Exactly. They all get it though.
Yeah.
You know, why would they not want to have you as an extra coach for them? I have as many coaches as possible, you know? And it's like, what if they already know exactly that they want confidence? They know exactly that they want fulfillment. They know that they want to feel self-expressed. They want to feel like themselves again. They know their light is dim. They already know that right now. Every single one of the people in your audience is the right person. How does that shift it?
Totally different, right? Because I guess I haven't been thinking that at all. I've been thinking they obviously don't want it, or they would have reached out by now. And I'm not. So yeah, if they all want it right now, then of course I know the next thing to say to them.
Exactly. And to say. And the other thing is, like, what if, okay, so like when you're dating, like if you think about like this in like a kind of relationship, it's like a lot, it's like you obviously are like seeking out things, but sometimes you don't know the right thing until they reach out to you. Like for me, it's like I did not know that Rob was the right person for me until he reached out to me, and I was like, okay, like let's do this. So it was like within that, it's like, what if you were to think about every single one of these people? Like, it's like, what if they just need you to make the first move? You know,
in what way?
It's like, what if, like, if they, instead of, like you said, they don't want it because they would have reached out by now. What if they need you to reach out, make that first move in order for them to feel brave enough to like actually talk about these deep, dark things?
That's so manifestor vibes right there.
I know. Wait, the manifestor vibes are like these come to you?
No,
or you make the first step?
Manifestor vibes, like you got to go first. Like you're the ignition, you're the car. You're the ignition in the car. Like car can't start without an ignition.
Yes. And so it's like literally all you need to do is offer them the spark. It's like you haven't offered them the spark.
No, because I've been like, I'm not clear about what I'm offering.
Now
even while I'm working with.
Exactly. it's like you are so clear about
Yeah.
what you offer. Like,
I
and it's like, and it's just going to get clearer the more that you connect with these people. But what you need to do is you need to get that feeling of like, oh, okay, like all I'm going to do is just like make the first move and then be like disconnected, or not disconnected, be committed, but not attached. And be like, oh
mm-hmm.
my God, it's like, I bet that this person and this person and like Matt, I'm looking at your last post, and Maddie and Michelle and Trip and Aditi and John and Jackie. What if they all want to work with you? Even Jackie. Jackie was both of our coaches when we first started. We've been in multiple masterminds together because you should have more than one. I love having more than one coach. I think it's awesome.
Same.
So it's like looking back at your posts and things like that, it's like, oh my God, yes, we are in this and it's just going to keep getting better, you know?
Yeah. And it's like, of course they want confidence, authenticity, and joy. And of course they want true permanent healing and to reclaim wholeness. And they already know all of that. And they don't need me to like explain it to them. They just need me. Oh, this is so good, Max. They just need me to offer. If they already want it and they're already there, then they just need the offer to work with me.
And you literally haven't even listed the offer big, bold, and in their face.
Never. Because I'm like, they don't.
And I was actually just watching the Creating Demand workshop. I was listening to it last night, and she was like, she's talking about how there was a person that was hired and they were in line at a zoo, and there was a person that just walked the line of the zoo and was like, hey, you can, instead of like waiting in line, you can do this on your phone. Here's the link. Hey, this is the link. Do this on your phone. Hey, this is the link. Do it on your phone. Hey, this is the link. Do it on your phone. You've never asked them to do it on their, there is no word on your face. And everyone go and look at Katie's social media because it's about to be totally transformed. But it's like, your work is so good. I've worked with Katie personally. I can vouch for it. It's awesome. And what you want to do is you want to like say, like in big bold print, like, I can help you, sign up here. I can help you, sign up here. I can help you, sign up here.
Yeah.
Like, nothing that it's like, of course they're not signing up because nothing that you're saying is like, hey, work with me. Hey, work with me. Hey, work with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I am making some offers, but not frequently enough for the people that need to hear it, since they need to hear it over and over and over and over and over again. I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's literally all you need to do.
Yeah. Just assume they want it and they're there.
They want it.
They want it from me. They're looking for it. Oh, that's so good.
I'm so excited for you because, like, imagine connecting with all these people with that thought. Like, of course they want me.
Yeah, that's not a thought I have.
Like, if Stacey Babin reached out to me and was like, and like, actually at the last mastermind, she like called me out and was like just like said some really nice words about me and like my energy and stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm so honored. I was like, this is great. And like, just all the feels. And I was like, this is why we want to have like, this is, the people want to work with you. They want to have this connection with you. And that's really, really important. And just like believing that they do. And it's like, and I know that for you, like for everybody, beliefs are like the main thing. That's like the most important thing. So that's what you need to focus on. Also, Kelly Taylor said that she's on, but I don't see her just yet. So I was like, well, Kelly, if you are seeing this now, I've got my text pulled up on my computer. So if you are having any difficulty, update the app. That's what you had to do too. Fun fact: if you need to update your app, like that's what you need to do before you jump on these calls. But I was about to tell you words. How have your thoughts shifted when you're thinking about like all these people are the right people? I just need to send them the offer. What is the shift for you in your thoughts?
Honestly, it's like a feeling of safety. It's like, it goes from feeling like insecure and unsafe posting online to no, these are my people and they want to hear from me. Like, what if that's true? That's so fun. Then I'm just talking to like my best friends.
Yes, it's like I just, and you are. Yes, now I can see and hear you. Thank you, Kelly. To
Okay.
my BFFs. Okay, and I just want you to just like sit in that, and I am so excited to see how much this shifts in your business. It's going to be insane. I can't wait to see it. And thank you for coming on. And also, if you ever want to do this, feel free to just like, we can do this also weekly.
Yeah. I
Anytime.
didn't know we could do it, but it's good to know.
Literally anytime. I'm like, I tell all my clients, I'm like, yes, of course you can get more coaching with me. I would love to do that. So I love you, and I shall see you next week for sure, but maybe next week on here too.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Matt.
All right. I love you.
Okay.
Bye, beautiful.
Bye.
And now I'm adding Kelly. I love coaching multiple people. This is so much fun. Kelly is a coming. We're going to be talking about her business. Kelly is a college coach and a organizational coach for high schoolers. So if you are a parent of a high schooler and watching this, she's insane. I've seen all the things that she knows, and you should definitely work with her. Also, look at you. Even though Dow is sick, you look immaculate.
I did it. I got on.
You did it. Technology. Woohoo.
I've never done it before. I've never gone on through Facebook.
Isn't this amazing?
Amazing.
And you can do this too when you have it. But I love this. How are you doing today? I know that you mentioned, and I only have 20 minutes.
Perfect.
So worst case,
me too.
Coaching.
Okay.
What you mentioned that you have questions. Just shoot.
Oh, no. I loved what you were just talking about. I was eavesdropping on the last coaching call. I love be committed but not attached.
So
and
helpful.
Offer the first spark.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, because you need to get yourself out there and be like, hey, like it takes a little bit more courage on your end, but is it worth it to be like fully booked? For sure.
Yes. I don't know what questions I had. I had them and then they went away and something else came up. I don't know what questions. They're gone. The questions are gone.
Coach it on today. I got you.
I don't know. What do you want to work on? Everything's good. I haven't added any new. I've added more college people. I've got 3 more. I've got 3 more till college. That's good, right?
Yeah, it is.
So I've got that going accidentally, which is funny. And I've got 3 more maybes on my organizing thing. So
love this. Okay, so what have you done to, like, what kind of things have you been up to get this result?
I think the biggest thing that's helped me so far, well, lots of things, but the biggest thing we did last time is where we did the text or email with more specific, like, hello, let me know if little Johnny needs help with. So I found the kid's name and it was more personal. So I think that helped a ton.
So helpful. And I know that we have like a lead tracker. So I'm going to post it in here, but just for everyone else, if you want to see it, I'm going to share my screen.
And I'm terrible.
It looks like, and so it's like, what you can do is you can add people's names in here and be like, okay, here are the people who I talked to.
Right.
This is the date I added them, the last conversation we had, and the source. So it's like, I think that for you, what's going to be going on is you might just need to talk to more people.
I think so too. And I just didn't do, that was my spreadsheet. I just need to put it in an electronic form.
You don't need to. If that works for you, let's roll with it. But
okay.
What, have you had a chance to reach out to those people?
Yes. I've reached out to all those people.
Okay. How many people is that?
What did we say last time? I wrote down all these numbers. That was since you and I spoke last time, I probably talked to 50 more people. Okay. And of those 50 more the 50 new people I've talked to, I have 3 maybes.
Okay. 3.
So now I have a total of 6 maybes that I just need to gently harass.
Well, or if talk with those people, But also when we're talking about like being committed, not attached,
Mm-hmm.
those three maybes, let's not attach them. Let's just be like, okay, these people are probably coming. Their kids definitely need this.
Right.
But let's like think about more people. Like you have such a huge base. Is that your whole base that you went through already?
No. Mm-mm.
That's it.
I
It's like
know.
I think we just need to talk to more people.
I do too.
Now, how many spaces do you have now?
I want 3 more. I just want
Okay.
3 more people.
Oh my gosh, isn't that ironic? Okay, so we've got a goal of 3 more people.
Yes. I want a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday kid. And then I'll be as full as I want to be till college starts. Because that's hard. The college stuff is hard.
Yeah. And we don't want to be like overbooking you for that.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So what I want to do is like before we've like talked about actions and you know what like how to like message people and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't really been talking about like the way that you're going about it. And when we're thinking about like I want you to think about like this is like a meta thing, but it's like when you're messaging people, what you're thinking about them matters. Because like if I was messaging people and be like, oh, I don't know if they want this, like I don't know if they're like sure about this, like do their kids really need it? I don't really know. I feel like I'm kind of invading their personal space or things like that. Even if I said the exact words that I sent you in that script, it would come across differently. But so it's like, it's a weird thing, but I guarantee, like when you first started this business, you were like, oh yeah, people are just coming and I just have to, like, if I build it, they'll come.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if those thoughts have shifted, like, oh, this is a lot of work. Like, what have your thoughts been about your business, about the people you're reaching out to? Have those shifted any since we've last talked?
The college stuff, no, I got that. Yes, the organizing stuff. So now I'm like,
what's your thoughts about the organizing stuff now?
and you know what? That's funny because the college stuff is what's coming together. The organizing stuff is not, and I need the organizing stuff because the college stuff will come. Like I don't need that. I need the organizing now.
I know you do. And that's literally like why it's coming together is because you don't have attachment to it.
Okay.
You're like, oh, it's like, oh yeah, like it's absolutely gonna work. Duh, people need this. And there's this thing called the belief triad. So it's like, I think that your belief triad for the college program is set.
Right.
And the belief triad just says that like your thoughts about you as the coach, your thoughts about the customer, the college students really need it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the offer, oh my God, this is the perfect program for them. And it's such a steal.
Mm-hmm.
So for the college program, all of your thoughts are there with the belief triad.
Okay.
What's going on now is hey,
kitty.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, kitty cat.
He has like nightmares and he gets very chatty. But I think that what's going on is your belief triad is there for the college program. What are your thoughts about like the organizational program that are missing there?
I guess obviously it's new, so I probably don't come across as confident as I do with the college, because the college thing I can tell you right everything you need, everything that blah blah, I got that. With the organizing thing, and it's the thing with the organizing part that I'm figuring out too, it's very personalized. It's not a one size fits all. And I probably need to work on that more to make life easier for myself.
Because I think that it's hard right now. Like
it is hard. Yeah. It's very hard. And and the thing with the college thing too is the clients, the students want to be there, not to be ugly and arrogant, but they've never written a college essay. They have no idea. I could tell them to jump off the moon and they don't know. Yep. But the organizing thing, the kids are coming to me are already in trouble.
They're forced
to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not doing well in school. They're not doing well with what they need to be doing well with. So I'm the last ditch effort. So I'm sort of a punishment. And
so it's not
then,
fun.
And it's not fun to be the punishment. And then when they meet me and we figure it out and we become best friends and eat lollipops, everything's fine. But at first it's a hard sell on the kid.
Okay. So here's what so now you're seeing why. Of course you're not reaching out to more of your people. because it's hard for you as a coach because you have to do a lot of work because like it's not one size fits all. The program itself is very personalized. So the program is hard and the clients are not fun.
No.
I wonder why this isn't selling. It's like, oh, okay, this makes a lot of sense. What you can do is we can shift your thoughts about like, I think if we shift your thoughts about it, your messaging would change a little. Like it's like the words might change a little bit, but the way that you would feel about it would be really different. Like you would want to message them, okay? Right. So it's like when you're thinking about this program, okay, it's hard for you as the coach. What parts are hard? Because like when we say like it's hard, your brain is generalizing, and what your brain does is it generalizes, deletes, and distorts like very crucial information. And what we want to do is we want to get really specific. What pieces are hard? Solve for the hardness, and then focus on what's easy.
Okay. So as far as the actual coaching these kids, well, they're a disaster, right? So they come to me with, and as we all were, I mean, in the middle, most of us were, you know, the binders were everywhere. Everything's everywhere. So it really takes me a good 3 sessions just to get to ground zero and be like, okay, now we know what's going on.
So what with those 3 sessions, you can either choose a thought, okay, this is temporary, like this is not a long-term, it's like after these 3 sessions, it's going to be fine. And that's the first thing I want to offer you is like, this is temporary. They're going to get through this and it's going to be easy. Also, how can you make those 3 sessions either more fun, or I know for you also like to have like a very specific flow for it. What if we made a process so it feels really easy? So it's like, what can we do to make it fun or easy? Those are the 2 things that your brain wants everything to be. And if you can do that, it'll be easier.
Okay. Let's make it easy. I mean, it could be fun, but I mean, organizing with high schoolers that don't want to be there, let's make it easy.
Focus on ease. Okay. So it's like for the first session, what can you do for all clients that is one size fits all? It's like, what if we just go through the binders, and then we go through the notes, and then we like what could be like a 3-step process that becomes something that feels a lot easier, and you're like, okay, first session, here's what to expect, and you both feel like you're ready for it.
Okay. Probably I would say step 1 is probably going to say, let me see your grades, even though that's not at all what the kids want to be talking about. But I feel like we need to say, you know, let's just see what we've got.
Okay.
And then let's figure out why we've got a 15 in math, and let's go from there.
Okay.
Maybe.
And what I do is I'll send you the thing that I did with my college students.
Okay.
I had them for each class. I made a spreadsheet and so what I did is I just made it very oh, interesting. Oh, they changed it on me. Interesting. It says a different human.
Oh, good.
I guess they shared it with a friend, which is always great.
Well, that's fun. We have a new friend.
New friends. I was like, I literally just looked at it and I was like, okay. So what I did is I just had them bring the syllabus.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, here are all the things on the syllabus for each class. And I was like, here is the grade that they had currently. Here is what it was out of. And then their total. So it was like, they got 75 out of 100. Then they got a 75. This was only crucial. Like for things that were like out of 180 points, like a lot of college classes, they'll be like out of 180, 20. So it was just like confusing. Like they could get like 1 out of 2 points and it's still 50%. So that's why I had it like 75 out of 100. They got a 75 and when the due date was.
Got it.
And so I had him go through this and like, so yeah, like you can see here, like it was like, these were the exact things that they had.
Right.
And we just went down the list and it didn't feel like, and like you can see he didn't do any of these. So it was like, okay, we had the list and these are all the things that he was like doing, but it was really, really helpful for him to see like, oh, this is just it just became data instead of drama.
Right. Ooh, yeah, data instead of drama. I like that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send that to you. I'm gonna put that in the notes, but it's like you can make a copy of it. And what you do to make a copy for yourself is you go to file, make a copy, and then I'll just actually like and then you can put it in their folder or something like that.
Okay.
But or you could do like, I know you like handwritten things, so like you could make a handwritten version of this.
Okay.
You know, whatever works for you. But it's like example with grading. But I think that would be really, really helpful for your clients to be like, oh, okay, it's like, yeah, it kind of sucks, but like, and you can just be like, bring your syllabus, bring what you have so far, and we'll go through from there. I was like, anything is redeemable. It's only February.
Right.
We've got time.
And they really don't have a syllabus. Some do, like some of them do, but the majority, my private school kids do, sorta. But it's not as organized as college. You know, they're going to have, like the math teachers are awesome. They have everything like, okay, here's unit 7. Here's everything that happens in unit 7. But like English, they're not that organized.
And you can tell them and like be on their side and be like, this is not as organized as it will be. It's going to be even better in college, but we're going to make something that is like as good as we can get. And it's going to be great. And then be like, I don't know, like, for you, but I'm like, I sucked at school, and I'm like, so it's like, this is not like I didn't suck at, like, I just didn't love school, and it's like, we're just getting the data, we're just gonna get this out there. Then what are you gonna do for the second session?
The second session, what do I do now? I start every single session, and maybe I need to redo that, going over the grades, because they do improve, except for one of my fellas. He's a whole different topic. But everybody else,
like I do finances with my people, and I'm like, and it's hard to see it, but I always start with 5 wins every week.
Well, like this.
What is working?
Okay.
What needs improvement? And I'll write it down for you.
Here, I got it.
What can they do?
What working and what needs improvement?
Yep. And every session, I'm like, okay, tell me your wins, what's working, what's not working, or what needs improvement, and what can we do differently? And that way, and I have a whole document of it. So I'm like, whenever you're feeling low, remember back in February when we first started working together and how rough that was. It was like, it's getting so much better, you know? So that's a great way to start.
It is a good way
and then
to start.
You can get into grades. You can be like, what can you use improvement? And then data collection.
Okay.
By looking at grades.
Okay.
And then what can you do differently? So
hang on 2 seconds. Hey, Dal, the charger's on the table, the dining room table.
Also,
sorry.
Love you, Dal.
Multitasking.
Okay, so then what do you want to do with them for that second session?
Okay, so we have the wins, what needs to be improved, the data collection. Then we're going to
talk that for every single session for all 6 months.
And then we talk about the thing I've also started doing that really, really works. So I have these things. So grades, what's missing? Because that's the big reason why these people don't have good grades. They have stuff missing. What's missing? And the upcoming event, upcoming things. We have all that. And from whatever the information we have, upcoming, and then goal/action for the week.
Are you going to do that all in the first session?
I mean, I have been. Maybe that's too much.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Okay. So be like, I would say that like, maybe, and to end on like a positive note.
Yes, that's what we need to do.
Instead
of
positive
for these people.
On like, it's like maybe grades was missing and upcoming, and be like, and in the next session, we're going to talk all about goals and actions.
Okay.
And then we're going to get your physical space to feel as good as your mental space, and be like, okay. So it's like, so the goals will be the second session, and the third session will be like physically organizing.
I love it.
Beautiful.
Okay. First session's get your mess together. Second session is goals. And I have a little thing on how to help them set goals. A little thingy.
Of course
thing.
You do, because you're organized, and it's like awesome. Okay. So like, instead of being like, they're a disaster, this is so hard, like everything, what are your thoughts now about it?
I like it. Now I have it together. I like it.
It's all together.
Goals
and
and what was our third? Goals and action. Second, what was our third?
physically organizing.
Physical organize.
Okay. And
Love
then
it.
what about, so when you're thinking about them, it's like a punishment for them. Like they're already in trouble, they're not doing well. What are some thoughts that you can have? It's like about them, like instead of like they're a disaster, it's like being like, I can't wait to see how excited, like it's like I can't wait to see them at the end of 6 months.
All right.
And when you're messaging these parents, you can be like, just you wait until you see your kid. It's gonna be ridiculous. Their life is gonna be unrecognizable, you know?
And it really is. I've got 6. For the 5 of the 6, it's truly, they're getting there.
You know, I think that, like, so for me in my group, I had a student that was like, it was not meeting my expectation for where the other people were at for the time, and I was freaking out about it. And like that one person, one bad apple is like not bad apple at all, not a bad apple. Yeah. Everyone is amazing, but like
challenging.
It was just like really making. I was like, maybe this doesn't work at all, and I was questioning the whole program. She just messaged me, was like, it is working and everything is going great today. Okay. And I was like, oh, so it's maybe not working in the timeline I saw it, but even that one person, their life is still going to be unrecognizable because you helped them. Right. You know?
And they're much better off with me than they are without.
Exactly. So maybe it's like that's the thoughts about your program. So it's like the thoughts about you is like, I like it. It's all together. The thoughts about them, I can't wait to see them at the end of the 6 months. It's going to be unrecognizable. And thoughts about your program are their life is going to be so much better because this program's in. How much better does that feel?
Much.
And then
that feels much better.
Like, what emotion comes up for you now? Because like that's what we want to, that emotion of like whatever you're feeling about the college students, that's the emotion you like need to have for them too.
I know, that's the thing.
So what emotion comes up? Like, is it excited? Is it?
It's exciting. You know, a new beginning, a chance. And once they understand this, and once they get this ball rolling, they see that they can do it. And then
they become it. If you think about like organization, it's like they can do that if they can organize their grades, if they can get that together. That could change the entire trajectory of their whole life.
Yeah.
Like literally, like they could go to a completely different college. They could get a completely different major because they're in them.
Right.
And then like, doesn't that feel like so compelling? Like it's like I have the power to change these kids' lives forever. Like organization would have changed my life forever. If I'd had that, and I think I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, but oh my God, like there are at least 300 kids that could use you, let alone 3. So it's like, I think that for me, it's like, when I think about that, I'm like, oh my God, it's like compelled. It's like, not urgent, but like, I'm like focused. I'm like, and like, I thought that like, I don't want you to get into like hustly, like, oh my God, panic. But like, it's like every second that I don't reach out to a parent, there's a kid that could be getting my help.
Right.
It's like forever. So it's like, it's confident. Like, you know, it's like that's the shift, you know, it's like in that new beginning, you know, it's like that's what you want to feel as you message that exact thing to those same parents. And then it feels so much more compelling and exciting to do that.
Right.
Oh, so damn good. I love it.
That's so helpful. Thank you, Megan.
Oh my gosh, of course. And I bet by the next week, message in the group and let us know if you have signed all these people, because I bet you have.
And now I can get into the group.
And now you can get into the group. I would love that. And I will see you so soon, okay?